There used to be a time when you could just throw a video onto YouTube, onto the internet, and without a thumbnail, without a very flashy title of the video, and you would be able to get views. Those days are pretty much over, and it's becoming more and more important to have the right combination of thumbnail, image, and title for your video in order to attract the right people that you're trying to reach, especially if you're trying to build a brand and frame your narrative and your story and your experience and your beliefs and your values and all of that in order to find your tribe and build your tribe and find your audience. So this video is going to be about how to create an engaging thumbnail, especially given the fact that the thumbnail industry or perspective is constantly evolving, and it's evolving into being more and more important specifically for YouTube. And this is everything that you need to know about how to do it and how to do it well. And you don't have to be a graphic designer. In fact, you don't have to pay any money. You can do it entirely for free using Canva. And so I'm going to show you how to use Canva to create a thumbnail for YouTube. Before we do that, I just want to say thanks for being here. If this video is helpful, you can give it a thumbs up. It helps more people find it, as you probably know by now. And yeah, this is the channel where we're talking about how to frame your story and your narrative so that you can build your tribe online and create engaging content for people like you and find people like yourself. And wouldn't that be amazing? So if that's you, give it a thumbs up and join me on this journey, because I'm going to be creating more content just like this for you all. All right, so here we go. All right, folks, we are in canva.com right now. You can go to canva.com. You can create a free account. The nice thing about Canva is it is so user-friendly. It is free. You can get a paid account, but the paid account it offers you a few benefits that are useful. But if you're just creating thumbnails for YouTube, then it is perfectly fine to just have a free account with Canva, all right? So to get us started, go click on Create a Design here. And I already typed it in, so you can search for thumbnail, YouTube thumbnail right there. And it's just going to generate the right aspect ratio, and then you can go through a bunch of different templates they have right here. And I mean, just pick the ones you like. It's basically it's whatever you resonate with, whatever you like, whatever kind of content you think is good. Personally, I like to use things that are kind of more bold, like this one here. That's kind of just simple colored background text on an image, and that is it. That's what I like to use. I think the other things like this one is really hard to see the actual text, and you kind of have to get the right photo so that it's actually visible. These kinds of photos look nice, but it's hard to actually get the image that matches the background. These kinds of ones are nice, like just like highlighted text over an image. You can kind of just go through and pick the ones you like. There are tons and tons. I would really recommend something simple like that one is a pretty good option. Make sure, like this one, for example. I'm going to go back to this purple one because I thought that was pretty nice. Where is it? Where's my purple? There we go. So let's say we just go with this one. You can upload, if you go over here to uploads, you can upload any photo you want, and then you can just drag that onto there. You can change the thumbnail letters. So the text is really important. They've done studies, lots of people have done studies on the effects of what kind of image to use and what kind of text to use. Generally speaking, if you can use an image of yourself, the speaker, maybe making a happy expression or whatever expression you want to communicate to your listeners, that's a really good option. It's just a human being, a person. YouTube, again, is all about authenticity and personal relations. So I think it's perfectly doable just to put a photo of yourself, and that's perfectly fine with me. And then you can add so there are a few options to do the text on your thumbnail image that work. One way to do it is just simply to restate the title of your video. So let's say your video is how to, I don't know, brew coffee. I don't know, it's a random example, but how to brew coffee. If that's the title of your video, you can do that in, let's say, in 5 minutes. Okay, so that's possible. However, I'm more inclined to utilize this space for something that's telling a different story about the video that's maybe not portrayed in the title itself. This is an opportunity to pique the interest of the person that's scrolling through YouTube and sees your content. how to brew coffee in 5 minutes. It's not so appealing. But another option to do this is to offer one kind of tip that you mention in the video that is not mentioned in the title. Like you can say, tip number 2 is like, I don't know anything about brewing coffee. I kind of painted myself into a corner here. Don't use your left hand. I don't know. I'm just making up stuff. It's like if you saw that and someone's like, wait, don't use my left hand. So basically the goal here is you want to create a thumbnail. Sorry. You want to create a thumbnail that's like, what? Like, I have to click on this. I need to know what this person's talking about, right? And if I saw that, don't use your left hand, I'd be like, what are they talking about? I need to know. Of course, that's a random example, but you get the idea. Like, what is your advice? What are your tips that are just not obvious at all? And just put that right in there. That's like, I got to click that. Another example, I guess, a third option is like, think of whatever you're talking about, whatever your niche or the context of your content is. Think about what could you say that just would make them be like, what, really? Like, unbelievable. Like, I mean, this is kind of an example. It's like, are you serious? Like, don't use my left hand. What are you talking about? So try to think of like an example that is just like, really, I don't believe that. And then it allows them to click on it. This is not clickbait. It is clickbait in the sense that it's trying to get people to click on your video, but it's not clickbait in the sense that your video actually says what it's portraying that it's going to say. That is not clickbait. That is good clickbait. That is positive clickbait. What is negative clickbait is that you create a video of something, a thumbnail of something that is entirely different from what you're actually saying. Like you said, don't use your left hand, and then you actually don't even mention that tip, or you have a video of some super attractive man or woman, and then it's just you. I'm just kidding. Or it's just like a completely different person. Or whatever, like you use like a shirtless guy, and I don't know, a lot of people do that. It's total garbage. It's really it's a dishonest experience for the viewer, and you shouldn't do that. Just pick a picture, a beautiful take a screenshot of you talking, or a photo of you and your family, or you and your couple, especially if you're creating a channel about anything to do with your family or your couple, your marriage, or your beliefs, or your faith, or anything of that nature. Then it's really nice to have just happy photos of you. So anyways, so that's how you do it. And then once you go down here, you can, of course, in the context of this, I'm going to delete that, and I'm just going to delete all that stuff. So I just have the nice purple there. Go to download, and then just click download right there, and that's going to download right to my desktop. Okay, it's designed. It's good to go. So the next thing we do is we head over to YouTube. So this is a video that I just posted in another video. By the way, guys, if you want to know how to get started from A to Z in creating your YouTube channel, I put a helpful video down in the description of this video, link to that video, and you can figure out how to get started. So I made this random video in that example. Okay, so the final step here is to grab the file that I downloaded onto my desktop that I made in Canva. I'm going to drag it onto the upload thumbnail. It's good to go. So yeah, I already formatted this video according to what I want to do. I'm going to save that, and that's good. That's it. It's good to go. It's ready on YouTube. Okay, so that is the whole process of creating a thumbnail, but that's not the only thing you need to do. You also need to know exactly how to frame your story and how to frame your videos, and actually what to talk about on YouTube. So I'm going to put some really helpful videos down below. Be sure to check out especially the full webinar tutorial that I'm going to put down, the more lengthy, in-depth from A to Z, how to actually create your tribe online. And there are a lot of helpful videos on this channel, so I really hope that you can check them out all, and that it's really just helpful for you. All right, let me know if you have any questions. I'm really here to help you guys. All right, thanks for watching. God bless. Take care.